Welcome to Thriver TV, the place to break free with true solutions to heal for real from narcissistic abuse and painful relationship patterns. More than just information to survive, you are granted the tools to thrive. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why narcissistic abuse is not logical and neither is how to combat it. How your level of spiritual consciousness determines the power that you're going to have against a narcissist or not, and how the anchoring of spiritual light is not just your greatest defense, but also your emancipation from abuse. Okay, so just before we get started, I am so excited to let you know that I'm hosting a global one-day intensive healing workshop, which is called You Can Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse, on the 26th and the 27th of September. And this event is going to help you heal for real from narcissistic abuse. So to check it out and secure your spot, you can click on the link that appears on this video. All right, let's get started. So I want to start off by talking about the old way of combating a narcissist that doesn't work. We all know that narcissists do disgusting things. They cheat, they lie, they have no conscience, they accuse you of what they do, and they gaslight, and they get other people to believe their lies. They play divide and conquer. It's horrific. It's a head screw. It's the worst possible thing that you've probably ever imagined or ever gone through. The more you try to combat the narcissist by trying to hold him or her accountable or expose them, try to get other people to see the truth and fight back, generally what happens is the worse things get. The more deeply you get mired in it, people don't believe you. The narcissist gets energized like a shark does in the ocean with blood, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And see, this is the thing that you may not have realized is why your level of consciousness is so important. You won't win against a narcissist while you're in your head and you're in beta brainwave and you're traumatized and you're trying to strategize ways to beat them or get out of this or save yourself or save the ship that's sinking with all of your resources or stop the narcissist from taking your children in court. In fact, logic is your enemy. It's your enemy. It doesn't work. You have to look at this in a counterintuitive way, not the way that you would normally think that you can win. Because narcissistic abuse brings about the point blank reality of so within, so without. This is a spiritual war that you're in. This isn't a logical war. This is a spiritual war. And if you are traumatized and you're in fear or heartbreak or disbelief or emotional confusion, then whatever you do from that inner place is going to co-produce with the situation, with the narcissist, more of that. This is what happens. And you just need to check in with yourself. If you are in a state of trauma and you're triggered and you're feeling powerless and helpless and you're feeling panicked, if you act from that place and try and do things, well, then you attract the lack of support. You attract the court situations and even the solicitors and the judges that are going to bring you more traumatization and more powerlessness and more fear. And this is what I was so shocked to experience in my own life, was that when I was being abused by proxy with authorities, and I was trying, and I was so traumatized and upset and crying and pleading and trying to get them to see the truth of what was happening to me, they thought I was the crazy one. And, you know, he was cool, calm and collected, and everything spun back on me, and the abuse by proxy and the smearing, and everything was falling apart in my life, with my accountant, with my real estate agent, with the police, with even family and friends. I was smeared as the crazy one, and from a point of feeling traumatized on the inside, that's what my experience became. So the thing is, how you have to work with narcissistic abuse, whether it's on a personal level or a collective level, is this is a calling to rise up into your true, fearless, sovereign, authentic self. So this is about transmuting the darkness, which is the fear and the trauma and the pain, into light. This is about releasing the darkness and anchoring in the light. And this is where we awaken to understanding that your greatest mission on this planet is to fill with light. And you might wonder what light is. Well, it's goodliness, it's God, it's source, it's creation, it's love, it's truth, it's true power. And when you release your fear and you purposely do the inner work to know that you are the light, you're supported by light, and you have the power of light and truth and authenticity flowing through you, then you realize how powerful you are. And you understand the truth about the myth of vampires. When a vampire is pulled into the light, they shrivel up, they scream, they shriek, they're destroyed. A narcissist can only operate in your world through your fear and your pain in the shadows. And when you stand in your sovereign truth and light, being that, then the narcissist can no longer keep abusing you and dragging you through court systems and dragging you through the trauma that they've been doing with you. So unapologetically and powerfully, by becoming light, that is your best defense. And then what you discover is, as the light, as your true authentic self, then you are connected to all of the field that can partner you just as you've partnered yourself and the light. And then the world and life forms to support you with the right people, the people seeing the truth, the right solicitor, the right judge, the right authorities to join you in the light. And I know this may seem really ethereal, and it may seem even woohoo, but when you start living this way, you discover that trying to combat the darkness while you're in fear and pain doesn't work. And when you become a powerful light, knowing you are supported by the light, then you start seeing that unfold. And you realize how powerless narcissists are. They can only exist in the shadows and in your fear. So what I discovered in my life is when I stopped trying to combat the narcissist directly, and I let go and detached, and I came into my own body to release darkness and anchor in and become the light, the solid light. All of his tricks and his strategies fell to bits. People that had believed him turned 180 degrees, saw the truth, and came back into my life. Everything that had been ripped away from me and destroyed started flowing back with even greater opportunity than I'd had even previous to the abuse. And I'm so grateful for going through the experience, because my life up-leveled to a place of personal power, authenticity, and light that I'd never ever known. And that's how I know that this is a calling to a spiritual adjustment and spiritual graduation of the highest order. And I'd love you to come with me so that we can spend a whole day together where I can show you how to make this shift and how it is going to render the narcissist powerless to hurt and affect you. So I'd love you to join me for an entire day in my one-day intensive healing workshop, which is called You Can Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse, on the 26th and the 27th of September. So this all-day live online workshop is to help you heal from any abusive situation, become narcissist-proof, and create a new life that bears no resemblance to the one that you've been suffering and living with a narcissist. Myself and my team, we ran this event back in April. We had over 1,000 attendees in it and we had so much fun. It was amazing. And so many people have let us know ever since how much it's helped them. And this is why we're doing it again. And we know a lot of those people want to come in and join in again. But if you never have, this is the second ever time I've done it. I'd love to invite you to join me so that you too can release the pain, the fear, and the confusion and start to claim the life of love, truth, confidence, and dreams that is your soul right to live. So click the top right of the screen or go to MelanieToniaEvans.com/digital pass to get all the info and reserve your ticket. And as always, I'd love to answer your questions and your comments below, and I can't wait to be doing this event with you. Lots of love. Bye-bye.